Good questions. Okay, you can write them in the chat, or I think so. The situation in Sweden in general is that we have not been in lockdown. Then we have regulations, of course, and people are following the regulations in the best of ways. I think you always have some people that don't follow the regulations, but most of the people follow the regulations. And at universities, all universities in Sweden are open, have been open the whole time. Our university, University West, have had blended learning, which means that students that wanted to study at campus studied at campus. So all our international students started this year in late August. They started up and studied at campus, most of them. Some of them started digital in their home countries, and then they came maybe in October or November or so. So the technical things in all our classrooms nowadays, we have the opportunity that students can be in the classroom or study on distance and being at the same lecture. And that's a good thing, I think. Also for the future, that it will be more flexible. So I don't think so. We will have some international students exchange coming in January as well. And it seems that it's okay. We hope things will be in normal, back to normal in late August next year. So then you can, all of you are welcome to Sweden. Yes, but I can answer some more questions if you have questions about that later. And you can write the question in Romanian, isn't it so? Yes, it might be.
If it's easier for you guys, you can write the questions in our chat and I will do my best to translate them into English. Or if you want to make things easier for me tonight, you can...
Make it hard.
No. No.
Or you're welcome to write in Swedish as well.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that will not happen.
No.
Okay.
Good, then I will show, can you make me co-host so I can...
Yes, I will definitely try to do so.
It's good, so kind of you.
I hope I have succeeded in doing that.
Yes.
Can you share now the slide?
Yes, now it's okay. Thank you so much. So we'll see here. Now I will make a presentation mode. There, University West are the name of our university. And we are located in Sweden. And Sweden, most of you know, it's up there in Northern Europe, with neighboring countries in the west, Norway, and then we have Denmark in southwest and Finland in east. And south of us, we have Poland and Germany. Sweden, it's a tall country. It takes many hours to drive from Malmö in the south up to Kiruna in the northern Sweden, which means as well that it's different kind of climate in whole Sweden. You will see that we are more in the south of Sweden and we don't actually have so much snow nowadays. But if you would like to have snow and cold weather, you should go up to northern Sweden. So here it's basically during winter time, we might have around 0-2 degrees in general, I think, from December to January, February. And Sweden, what is Sweden famous for? Innovative country. You will see that soon with many Swedish different brands. We are an entrepreneurial country with many startups that become big international companies. Safe, modern and organized, I would say we are. It's a safe country. You have, of course, especially in the bigger cities, you have crime, but in the city of Trollhättan, where we are located, it's a good, safe city. It's a modern country and well organized. You shall always stand in line if you're in shops and these things in Sweden. Otherwise, people will look at you with an evil eye. So it's so important to behave there. And we are also have an internationally renowned education system, which means that all of the Nordic countries, I would say, it's a bit different to study in the Nordic countries because it's not so many lectures. For an example, at University West, in some programs, we maybe have lectures 2-3 times a week, and one lecture can be 2-3 hours. And the rest of the time, the students manage their own time. It's a lot of group assignments, group tasks where students work together and set their own agenda. We would like to have it like that to get the students to be a more critical person. And we think it's hard in the beginning for students that are coming, but because many of you are used to sit and listen to lectures from morning until the afternoon. But that is not the case in Sweden, Norway, Denmark, and Finland. And it's also very informal. So we have an open door policy at almost all Swedish universities, I would say, that you can go into the professor just if you don't, or if he's not in a meeting, and you talk to the professor and the president and everybody with first name. So you don't say like Herr Professor or so on. So you talk to everybody with first name. And that's a good way because then it becomes more informal. And I think it becomes easier for studies as well. But in the beginning, it can be hard. We are also have respect for civil freedom, equality, and diversity. That's in our gene and blood, I would say. No language barrier. Everybody in Sweden, almost everybody, speaks English. Even the old lady on the bus, on the street, speaks English. The national language is Swedish, of course, but everybody speaks English. And that's good for an international student, that it feels a bit more safe surroundings. Swedish can be good to learn. I will talk a bit about that later. I don't know if it's a hard language to learn, maybe, but it can be good to learn if you study more than in a 2 or 3 year program. I think you should learn a bit Swedish. We have a really good location of the university. You will see that soon. The Swedish way of life, we have an expression called lagom in Sweden. It's not too good and not too bad. It's like lagom, we say. So that's a word you will really learn. Beautiful nature with a rich history. You will see some nice pictures of the surroundings of Trollhättan, the city of our University West. And we are home of international business. You will see that in this picture. We have many Swedish brands. All of these companies are startups in Sweden and then became international companies. I think you have many of them in Romania. You have H&M. You buy a lot of clothes there all the time, spending the whole salary. Volvo, trucks and cars. Scania, trucks. IKEA you have, maybe? You have IKEA in Bucharest. Yes. It's a nice place. There you can eat Swedish meatballs as well. In the restaurants and the shops at IKEA, you can buy some Swedish food. Can be good to try. Spotify, if you like music, then you can listen to some Spotify. And then other different companies. Here we are located. Trollhättan. In Sweden, we have some different letters. Like we have an A with 2 dots over. You can see it's pronounced Ä, so it's Trollhättan. Trollhättan. And here is the surroundings of Trollhättan. We have really beautiful nature. We have a channel in the middle of the city. It's 2 minutes from the main shopping street and 5 minutes from the university, the boat there you see. It's a channel going from the very east of Sweden to the west of Sweden. And here you see what I talked about prime location. It's really close to Gothenburg, and Gothenburg is Sweden's second largest city. And the industrial hub of Sweden is the region of Gothenburg, including Trollhättan. You will see that as well with the high-tech companies in the region. It's close, kind of close to all three capitals, big capitals of Nordic countries, Copenhagen, Oslo, and Stockholm. You can just take the train or bus, it's easy accessible. And train to Gothenburg takes 35 minutes. So smaller city Trollhättan, if you would like to have big city life, just a train to Gothenburg, several departures per hour. A little bit of Trollhättan then. We are, as you saw, located west coast of southern Sweden. We have 60,000 inhabitants, not so big city, surrounded by beautiful nature, as you can see. All these pictures are taken within, takes 15 minutes to walk to these waterfalls, for an example. So it's so nice study environment with the nature. Everything is close by, no traffic and overcrowded streets, and headquarters for some big and high-tech companies, industries. These are the headquarters of the high-tech companies in Trollhättan. GKN Aerospace is a company, our biggest employer in Trollhättan. They make aeroplane parts. 95% of the whole world's aeroplanes have parts from GKN Aerospace. Then we have Nevs. I don't know if you know Saab, it's an old car brand. Do you know Saab maybe? Saab was manufactured in Trollhättan, went bankrupt, and the Chinese electrical car company bought the whole factory. So then renamed it as Nevs. So now they're starting up a production there. And really nearby is Volvo. The headquarters of Volvo is Gothenburg. It's almost a small city just next to Gothenburg where you can find Volvo. And about University Western, we are founded 1990, and for you that are good in mathematics, or you can see it's our birthday this year. It's 30-year birthday we have. So we celebrated it with digital cake a couple of weeks ago. Hope we can have more celebration next year when people everybody's at campus. We have 625 employees, around 5,500 students at the campus, 60 professors and 60 doctoral degree students. So it's not so big university, but that is a good thing, I would say, because it makes everything more familiar. Work integrated learning, what about that? That is the whole profile of the university. Since we started up, everything should be in cooperation and integration with the surrounding society. We even get commissioned by the Swedish government to work with and develop work integrated learning. So in everything we do, in all programs, it should be connected to the surrounding society. And you will soon see the perfect example of that at our School of Engineering, the lab they have, where it's a truly thing where you meet all, not all, but many companies and in the same place. As I said before, a smaller university that makes it even more informal. You almost know all your fellow students, all professors and so on. You can say hi, hey, as that is hi in Swedish, maybe you know. Hey, in the corridors and so on. And it is a good thing, I would say. This is in the middle of the university, where you can see it's fresh and modern. We are a downtown campus. It takes 2 minutes to walk down to the main shopping street. It takes 7 minutes to walk to the central station. And if you would like to go to Gothenburg, as I said before, 35 minutes in, so it's not far. We have another campus for the School of Engineering, a production technology center. I will show pictures about that soon. We have a really nice service center. The library is magic to sit and study in. As I said before, lectures and study room are equipped with the latest technology. And the good thing with the Corona situation is that the technology in classrooms has been so much better. It was good before, but now it's even better. Good study landscape and computer rooms for all our students. Production Technology Center then. that is one of Sweden's newest and largest labs. Here everything meets. We have welding, thermal spray, additive manufacturing, that is 3D printing. We have big 3D printers there. Machining and robotics. It's the home of Research Team Production Technology West. And here everything meets. Education, research, and business. As you can see to the left there, it's the robot is ABB, it says. It's an international company, really well known. So ABB are at the Production Technology Center and do research to get there where all the master students that are engineering programs are. So they meet in a good informal way, which means that the student can find internships, they maybe find extra jobs or jobs after graduation. So that is a really, really good place to study and meet up. Here is what the companies, a couple of companies talking about. This guy is from GKN Aerospace. He talks good things about our collaboration, and the same with Jose from NEVS, the electrical car company. They're always open to and interested in working with students and researchers at the University of West. So in everything there, we try to do with the companies around in the region. Just a couple of examples. Two students from really international students, one from China and one from India, that studied at the university, one in business and one in engineering, and got really good jobs after. Mengting studied business, and now she's working at NEVS in Trollhättan. And Akshay studied robotics, and afterwards, first he got an internship at the company, and after studies, he got a job in virtual manufacturing in Gothenburg. So it's good opportunities. The programs that we can offer at University West, as you saw, we are a smaller university, which means that we we don't have all kind of programs. We are specialized in especially business, economics, and engineering. So we have two bachelor programs, one in politics and economics, and then we launch an international mechanical engineering program from January 2022. 3 years in length in both of them. Then we also offer master programs. The business school have 3 one-year programs. It's finance, international business, and IT and management. And then they also offer a integrated political studies program, a 2-year program. That is a really international program, opportunity to have an internship abroad or at authorities in Sweden. Engineering programs where all students study at the Production Technology Center that I talked about. So all of them study there. So we have 2 programs that are either 1 or 2 years in length. It's manufacturing engineering and robotics and automation. It's possible to change between them. So if you're in the 1 year, you can change into the 2 year and the 2 year to 1 year. The 2-year programs have opportunities where you can do internships. You can do an internship abroad or in Sweden. You can also have a paid internship during the summer between 1st and 2nd year in the manufacturing engineering program. Then we're launching 2 programs for the fall of 2021. It's metal additive manufacturing. It's a lot of 3D printing and these things. And then a 1-year master in electrical vehicle engineering, and that's developed with Volvo and NEVS. So it's exciting programs. What do we look at in your documents? In all our master programs and for the bachelor programs, we look at the previous education, of course. For the master, it should be a bachelor in the right field. We look at the English. You need IELTS 6.5, no module under 5.5. Letter of motivation is not needed. It can be good to send it, but it's not needed. And then application is open already now until January 15, 2021 for programs starting in late August, but it will 99.9% sure we will have open until end of March, I would say. And then the best of things that you will see now is this. You see, the program's costs is kind of expensive, but since all of you, I think, are EU students, EU citizens, then you don't need to pay any tuition fees. So it's for free. That's a 100% scholarship we can offer you. No application fee, no tuition fee. The only thing you pay for is the cost of living. And that's approximately 700 to 800 euro a month. You can live a bit cheaper if you're really making all the food home and so on. And you can always live more expensive. If you take the train to Gothenburg and making big shopping and big partying every day, then of course it will be expensive. But 700 to 800 euro a month, we say. And then here it says fee paying students only, but it's not. Almost everything here is included. I will tell you what's not included. You get the health and accident insurance. We arrange accommodation for you if you apply in time. We have accommodation really close by the campus. We have dorms near the campus next to the central station. And then we have apartments a bit around maybe 15 minutes, 10 minutes by bike from the university. Membership in the student union, that is the only thing that's not included for EU students. Then you need to pay. It's a small fee, but the student union do a lot of good things within the studies. They are all in the management board, for an example, but they do a lot of good things for students outside studies. Some trips, parties, and these things. We pick you up at the airport in the region of the arrival day. Good introduction we give you and all guidance that you need. Me and my team at the international office really try to help all our international students. Working in Sweden, it's possible when you study, it's possible. The only thing that it can be hard to find a job. Everybody in Sweden speaks English, but when it comes to apply for a job, it's always good to speak a bit Swedish. And it's also a bit hard in the beginning, first month, because coming to a new culture, a new way of studies, as I talked about, then it can be a bit hard, but possible. After completing studies, of course, EU students can stay a long time and find a job. That was the things I had about Sweden, about Trollhättan, the city, about University West, and what we can offer you. And now I really hope you have many questions and we will answer them. Yes?
Yes, we do have some questions. Let's start with the first one. I invite you all, if you want, after we finish reading the questions we have here in the chat, you can always pop in and ask the question directly to Thomas if you want, but please do it after I finish with these questions because there are not that many. Okay?
And they should not be shy because it's good. So ask questions. You can ask questions in Romanian as well, but don't be shy. Write many questions. We answer them. Okay.
Okay. Ariana was asking us if they are required to learn Swedish during their stay there.
Not needed, but good to learn. And also before all students that are admitted, it's you can start a bit before as well, because we Swedish Institute have free Swedish beginners course for free, so that you can start up at home.
Great. I believe Teodora knows already the answer. There are no fees, no tuition fees, so you pay 0 for your studies. The only thing you pay is the costs of living. As Thomas said, you estimate a budget around 700, 800, somehow like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that is the thing. And then if you, for example, the rent is for the accommodation is approximately everything from just below 300 euro up to 500 euro maybe.
Okay. So if we study a bachelor fully in English, is it enough as a language requirement? Ioana is referring to probably a master application. So basically she probably wants to apply to a master at your university. And if she studies her bachelor's degree in Romanian entirely in English, is that enough? Or
it can be, it depends. If exactly everything is in English and it says that it's in English, it should be okay. But we can look into that, so they can contact you and we do guidance, individual guidance in the case, okay?
Okay, okay, good to know. Regarding the master programs related to economics, for the 1 year master, is it mandatory to graduate from a university with 4 years duration, or we can join even though we had a bachelor's program of 3 years? So basically, do you require another graduate program done that lasted 4 years, or
no, it's enough with a bachelor that in the right field should be okay.
Okay. Somebody else is asking us, Julian, actually, if is there any loan or some sort of grant used to cover living costs or
no
costs?
The only thing we can offer is the free education, and that's, but no, not any loans. I'm sorry.
Okay. What psychology programs are offered by your university? Do you have psychology programs that are offered by University West?
What is that? Is it?
I don't know, Teodora, are you here? Can you explain better your question? So probably Teodora wanted to study psychology premises.
So we, as I said, we are a smaller university, and then we have these programs in business and engineering. We have one in child and youth studies on distance learning. We have some distance learning programs as well. But in psychology, no. It's the bigger universities like Stockholm, Lund, Uppsala, and Gothenburg that have them.
Okay. Do you have programs for high school students? Madalina, do you want to transfer there to finish high school, or what do you want to say with this question? Are you here, Madalina?
After studies, maybe.
Yes. I speak English 50-50.
So basically you want to know if you can attend an undergraduate program, a faculty after high school, or you want to transfer to high school and finish high school in Sweden?
Have programs for high school students, but
so high school students graduate high school and they can enroll to an undergraduate program at University West.
They can apply to the bachelor programs in politics, economics, or the mechanical engineering program, the 2 bachelor programs after high school. But you need to have the English IELTS 6.5 as well.
Okay, so you will have to find motivation and improve your English, Madalina. Okay. How long are we able to stay in Sweden after graduation?
That is, how do you know? I think it's, you can stay. EU citizens can stay for a while. I'm not 100. I only know that none you can stay 1 year, so I think it's a long time you can stay.
Okay.
That I should.
Maybe we should research a bit.
Yeah, that we need to research. It's a yeah. Do you know how it is in other countries? How is it? Do you know for Denmark or no?
In Denmark, we don't know. We are pretty sure they don't really have a limit. So basically,
No, I think it's the same because it's EU regulations.
yes.
Yeah.
Are Cambridge exams accepted by your universities?
Cambridge and Oxford, yes.
Okay. Can we study another language in your programs?
We have Swedish programs. These English programs, and so then we have many programs in Swedish, but no other languages. No.
Okay. Anything that includes European studies or international relations? I believe you don't.
Yes. I think they look into the work integrated political studies. That is in connection to that one. So I think that it can be something for you. So look into that program.
So Diana, look into political studies.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Are there any programs regarding environmental engineering for master students?
Not environmental. We are more like the heavy engineering stuff, like robotics and this in 3D printing and mechanical engineering stuff. So not in environmental engineering. It's also the bigger universities, I would say.
Okay. Can we choose a master program in economics, for example, if we have a bachelor's degree in another field, such as language or literature?
No, we only have all our master programs so far is that you need to have a bachelor degree in the field that the subjects in the master in. But for within a soon future, because I contacted the deans at the university and said that we definitely should have broad masters, that you can be admitted with any bachelor degree you have. So hopefully within 2 years, I have the meeting late tomorrow. So I hope that we can develop some program. But for now, you need to have the bachelor degree in the right field.
Okay. Bachelor degree in economics as previous studies is enough for the master program called international business?
It should be, if you have, it should be a bachelor in business administration. So if you have business administration course, I can't say if here, but it should be in business administration. So look into that or send the transcript to you at EDMUNDO and then we guide as well.
Okay. Are the tuition fees in Sweden also covered if a EU citizen wishes to attend another university after graduating or dropping out of the first one?
You should only be at University West. No, of course. No, it's free in Sweden. It's free in all universities in Sweden, but I recommend you to University West.
So basically, if somebody begins studies at your university and after that, let's say, drops out, he or she can begin again at another university studies?
Yes.
For free.
But I assure you that you will not drop out because you will like it so much. So you will stay.
That was the question. I am interested in sciences of education, so I don't know exactly if this goes well with the offer from University West. Thank you for your time. So basically the question might be, do you offer something in this field?
Which field was it? I didn't know.
Sciences of education?
No, not in education. No.
Okay.
Sorry for that.
No problem. I see there are no programs in the field of medicine at your university. Can you tell us what possibilities are?
I can tell us about that because I don't think it's many programs in medicine in Sweden in English because the national language in Sweden is Swedish. And when you educate within occupations like medicine, when you shall have patients working with sick people, then it should be in Swedish, because everything in hospitals and so on is in Swedish. So it's not many. You might find some specified master program at a bigger university, but medicine, dentists, and these things, it's in Swedish. And law, for example, it's also in Swedish.
Okay, so medicine and law only in Swedish.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your entry requirements for the undergraduate programs?
Undergraduate, we look into your high school diploma.
Yes.
And if you have, then we translate it with a key that the admissions office have. We get a number from 1, that's not a good student, to 20, that's a really good student. And then depending on how many applicants we have, then we look into the GPA there. And maybe it can be 13, 14 or something to be admitted. So a normal good students, plus that we look into the English, of course, that you need to have the English.
Okay, so 13 out of 20 plus
around. Yeah, around. Yeah.
Okay. Regarding the master, do you need, or do you ask a GMAT test as an entry requirement?
No, we don't do that. The basically thing is that you need to have the right bachelor degree and the English as well there, and then we.
Okay.
Kind of easy to be admitted. That's good. It's good.
Is the Cambridge Proficiency Certificate suitable for your English requirements? I believe you already answered.
Yes, that is okay.
It is.
Yeah. Yes.
Somebody else is asking us, is Sweden a good choice for studying foreign languages and literatures, including Swedish?
I would say it's not my field at all. So I don't think I'm the right person to guide you, but I can guide you and say that education in general at universities, as I said, is really good. It's a really good balanced life to study a university degree in Sweden. So you will have a good life without studies and at studies. So I would say yes, it's good. Then I'm not the expert in the field.
Okay. Somebody else called us stuck.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Varsågod.
I think these are all the answers we had in the chat. So basically, if you want now, guys, you can speak out. Oh,
yes, talk. You can talk in Romanian.
Somebody else asks us, what kind of jobs do you recommend for foreign students that do not speak Swedish?
I think it's good to learn a bit Swedish, but many students work at restaurants, many students work at delivery companies and these things. And since it's next to Gothenburg, you might have these kind of jobs to find.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have in Sweden criminology programs?
Yes, but no, it's the bigger universities as well. And I don't know if it's in English or not, but maybe you have programs in that field, that I know.
Criminology is related to policing, so basically it might be taught in Swedish.
Maybe. Some master program maybe you can find, but most probably in Swedish, yeah.
Okay. Your economics and business programs include marketing courses?
Yeah, the international business that we have program that we have is really broad, so you have all flavors of the business you can have. So marketing you can find there.
Okay. Great. Are there more questions?
Ask. There's been many good questions, I say. Really good questions.
It's any problem if we apply for your master programs, even though we have our transcript of records completed just for the first 2 years, because we are now in the final year?
Yeah, that's okay. As we can admit the students into the second to last semester, so then send in, and then before you start, if you're admitted, then you just upload the bachelor diploma before you start up. So it's
okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
And you also wait for the English tests. Let's say somebody applies to your university with a transcript as Elisabetta described, if Elisabetta doesn't have an English certificate obtained yet, you
then I recommend to wait with the application and make a late applicant after January 15 and apply after January 15 and complete later, because otherwise the risk is that it will be unqualified if you apply in time and last day to complete is February 1st. You know what I mean? Then it maybe will not be good. So it's better to apply after January 15 if you will have the English test after February 1st.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you follow me what I mean?
Yes. Maybe it would be useful to make a recap of the deadlines.
Yes. Application deadline is January 15. Last day to complete the application with English test or transcript and so on, or February 1st. If you can't send in all documents before February 1st, I recommend you to apply after that time. We will most probably have open application until end of March or something.
Okay. Good to know.
Yes.
Somebody else is asking us
Chelsea.
if you how about high school students in their final semester? So basically the question is more or less related to the question of Elisabetta, who was
yes, that is sorry but not possible, because you need to be finished with high school, because we are not allowed to admit a student into the last semester for a bachelor program.
So basically you will not admit, let's say, a 12th grade student
No.
to a bachelor's program, but you will
No.
admit a master's student.
Yes.
Will apply in his or her last year of faculty.
Yes, because then you're already in the university world. That is why it's easier for us.
Okay. So if you plan, Stefana, to actually go for the University West and you are now in the 12th grade, you should have a gap year, more or less.
Yes, yes.
Okay, what else? I suppose that a Cambridge exam for a B2 level is not enough for a master program, is it?
That is what I'm looking at. I saw that question as well.
So basically a B2 in a Cambridge exam, an advanced Cambridge exam, is lower than C. So she's asking if
Do you know?
I will have to check.
Yeah.
Also,
I
because
tried to look. That is what I saw the question, so I tried to. But we can come back to you. You come back to Edmundo and we guide you. Okay. That is because I didn't have it in my head.
Okay, these cases are quite rare. So basically we do consult with the persons from the universities you are applying to in Sweden, if such, once again, scores are obtained in Cambridge's.
Yes.
That's why the norm says something else. We have to check every exception you mentioned, but it might be possible for you to be accepted based on that score. Nonetheless, we will have to check it quite thoroughly in order not to have surprises.
That we do. It's better to be sure than to say no or yes direct. So.
One thing more, I don't remember exactly the first name of the person that asked this. I think it was Mihaela. But the point is, you can always use your competences within the Romanian baccalaureate, because in Romania we take the baccalaureate exam also in English. So basically, if you guys have a B2 on each of the components from the English back competences, you can use that in order to avoid, let's say, taking an IELTS, Cambridge, or a TOEFL. I know that's accepted both for bachelor's and master's program in Sweden.
I have one question, please. First one, as a newcomer, international student, how hard is for us to find a job at the beginning? Like, let's say we are coming in July and the semester starts in August, so 1 month period.
It is a bit hard. It's not impossible, but it's a bit hard. to just come and find a job, because especially if you come in July, because Sweden is almost closed in July, everybody's on vacation, and then mid-July to mid-August, almost everybody's on vacation, and then it can be hard to find a job. But impossible, and close by Gothenburg, so it's a bigger city, more companies.
And my second question, as right now I don't have the exam or IELTS done, but I have a question. If I apply early, only with my degree and my application and IELTS, can I upload the IELTS like in January? Later?
Yes, last day to upload if you apply in time, it's February 1st.
Okay.
So, but if you are finished with the IELTS after February 1st, I recommend you to apply as a late applicant.
But
if you're finished before so upload, then you can do it.
Okay, and let's say I don't take the IELTS first, but I have a B2 degree from high school / license, the end?
Yeah.
From bachelor.
From bachelor, yeah, B2 from bachelor or my high school. I got both on B2. Can I apply them as a master instead of IELTS?
You talked about that, didn't you?
Yeah, someone asked.
No, not. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's important. Because if I can apply with my B2 exam from the bachelor.
From the baccalaureate.
Yeah.
So I don't take the IELTS again or something like that.
So the question is, may we use the grades from the baccalaureate tests? We can use them to apply at the master, program, or we need to take the IELTS or the Cambridge test again.
If it's okay, as you said, if it's okay, then just upload the documents that shows that you passed the English. Then it's okay.
Okay.
No, so I can.
We can do the applications with both your documents from the university and that baccalaureate diploma, stating that you have a B2 competence in English, you know. And if the university considers it's not enough, they will tell you, and you will have to pass, let's say, an official English exam. Is it okay, Thomas?
Okay.
Yeah, but it should be okay, shouldn't it? Because you talked to.
Yes, it should be okay, but
then it's okay with English. If it's
I guess
we need to look into the documents first, the actual applications, because we can't say it will that you will be admitted or not.
Okay, we also work. We went to the program Work and Travel, and we were going to America, and we stayed there 4 months, and we had jobs in restaurants, and I think we can manage the English.
Yeah, but that is not that will not help. It will help you during actual studies.
Yeah.
Then we need a formal documentation.
Okay.
It's really good for you that you have the experience and everything. It's magic because for your studies. But no.
Do we need to get a recommendation from our formal employee?
No, because no. The only thing we look at is the formal educational documents.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here. And more questions.
So basically, we have again the question regarding 12th graders that want to apply to undergraduate programs. We have already mentioned that it's not possible.
No.
We will check once again about that Cambridge with B2 in order to be precise.
Yes.
In our answer. What else? There are no more questions. So basically,
can I ask a question?
Of course.
Yes.
So if I, let's say I want to apply to the international program in politics and economics, if I'm coming from high school with just a basic knowledge of economics, is that enough for me in order to keep up with the work there, or should I prepare from now
No,
for economics?
I think that you have a good educational system in Romania, that I know for sure. So I think you will be good prepared.
Okay, thank you so much.
And of course, it's always a jump to go from high school to university studies, but that's a different thing. Mm.
Okay, I also have questions.
Yeah.
If I have the certificate from the bachelor program, which stands the fact that I studied 2 years English, and
It needs to be a whole program in English. It needs to be.
Okay, okay. Yeah. They give me a certificate.
Okay.
And
if you have studied it within the EU a whole year at a university in English, it's okay. But otherwise, it needs to be a whole degree in English.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It seems like you have the English from high school. It seems like you have that. So hopefully.
Yes, we have that. Like.
Yeah, yeah. Because that has been a change, isn't it? The last 2 years or something that you have English in high school, if I'm correct, from Romania. I'm not sure.
I think so. I think Ioana could say that better.
Yeah.
Maria is talking about a certificate she received from the university stating that she has a certain level of English. Is that
No,
correct?
but I meant it has been a change in high school the last 2 years from Romania that you fulfill the requirements in English when you have because it was not like that for some years ago. The B2 you talked about.
Yes, the B2 in the BAC competences is something that indeed is taken by graduates of high school since 2005, I think, until now.
And some university as well give us some certificates after we end our program, and we learn some, we take courses at English.
Yeah,
and
but
they qualify us and giving us a certificate, and that's what I was trying to ask.
But in Sweden, no, not.
It's eligible. Okay.
No.
So basically, although some universities in Romania offer courses to improve the English level of the students, and you might obtain also a certificate from that university, it's not enough. You either have to have B2 in all the competences from the BAC diploma, okay, or an official English certificate, isn't it, Thomas?
Yes.
Okay.
So either the baccalaureate results at B2, either the tests, IELTS, Cambridge, TOEFL.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Thomas.
Thank you. Thank you. Was some more questions in the chat or?
Not really. Oh, I kind of expected there would be some music programs. Are there any free music programs in Sweden? Well, all undergraduate programs are free of charge.
Yeah. That's not my field. I'm sorry for that. But maybe one of we have one, yeah. We have some school, a university called Royal Music Academy or something. They might have. I'm not sure. It's a bit. But look into that. Google. In Swedish, Kungliga Musikhögskolan, Royal Music Academy or something. So you can look into it. Yes.
I think this is the first webinar when where we are actually on time, let's say, as
yeah,
we should finish more or less our
That's so
meeting.
good. That's good. In Sweden, we are really like strict in time, and yeah.
Yes, that's true. I've been to Sweden, actually.
Yeah.
I think we've actually met in person somehow. But
I think so too. Yeah.
yes,
I have been to Bucharest. It was beautiful, nice, good. I was there maybe 2 years ago or something. 3 years.
Great.
Yeah.
If you want to come back, we are waiting for you.
I will definitely be back. It's
Okay.
really nice.
Yes. Well, if there are no other questions, we can end our meeting here. I hope it was useful for everybody.
Yes, I have one more question, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I have A2 on writing, but the rest are on B2, the overall, what is the result?
The overall bench score, like.
So let's say I have B2 on all the other, but I just have A2 on the right.
Is not enough, I think.
They are not all B2. They are only 4 out of 5 B2.
So basically, Thomas, the question is with 4 of B2 and 1 A2.
But that's for it's for Romanian educational system, isn't it? Or it's not a test.
It's international. It's
Okay.
It's our like after we graduate the.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know. I know only the TOEFL and IELTS test scores. So, but
Okay.
So
we can look into
the baccalaureate results.
We could do
Yeah.
something else, Maria. You can actually send me the scan of the diploma your boyfriend was talking about, and I can check with Thomas somehow, case by case, somehow, and tell you exactly how they will see this competence with A2 plus the other 4 competences with B2 you were mentioning.
Yeah.
And if it's okay, if the university says it's okay, we will use that instead of IELTS, Cambridge, or TOEFL.
If it's not, it doesn't matter. We can take the test anyway. But I think like we can do that as well.
Okay, we can ask the questions.
Yeah, we can look into it. So just contact EDMUNDO and we will guide you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Oh, somebody else asked us, is it possible to come to University West with a program, with an Erasmus program?
Yes, it is possible, but we need to have a collaboration agreement with the university you study at.
So basically, somebody has to start the first year in Romania at university, and that university has to be a partner of University West.
Yes.
And an Erasmus, let's say, program always is something that relates a Romanian university with one from Sweden, in our case. But these 2 universities have to have talked before, okay?
Yeah, it needs to be formalized.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for attending.
Yeah. Well, hope it was useful once again. Thank you again, Thomas, for all the information you brought tonight to us. And we'll keep in touch, of course.
Yes. Thank you, everybody. And please consider and look at us and contact EDMUNDO, and we guide you further and answer all your questions. Thank you and hope to see you in Bucharest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
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 Bye.